Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to go from zero to $100,000 with your online business. So if you're interested in that, stick around and let's cue the intro. So, if you're new to this channel is about how to make money online and how to create a passive income for yourself. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell because that will notify you every single time that I put a video out. And I'm doing that every single day. So, with that being said, let's get right into it and how you can go from zero to $100,000 with your online business. First of all, it all starts with a decision. You have to decide that you're actually going to do this because very little people will go from zero to $100,000 ever, let alone in a year or even more. It may take you some time, it will take you a little bit of time, but first of all, you have to make a decision. If you don't make a decision that you're actually going to do this and you're prepared to put in the work, then it won't work. You have to decide. It all starts with a decision. So, once you've decided that you're actually going to do this, and it doesn't matter if it's $100,000, $50,000, it doesn't matter, it could be 1 million as well, but you have to be realistic about it, and $100,000 is. And I'm saying realistic, I'm talking like, if you want to be the richest person in the world, I'm not saying it's not realistic. What I'm saying is like your work ethic has to be aligned with what you're actually going to do. So, and being the richest person in the world, you can actually do this, but you have to be prepared that it will take you at least 10 years, but it might take you 50 years to do that. So you have to be prepared to work about 24 hours a day for 50 years. So I'm talking about $100,000 in your online business. So first of all, you have to make a decision. Okay? Decide that you're going to do whatever you want to do. Then you need to stay focused, because if you don't stay focused on that, even though you made the decision, it won't happen. So you really have to be focused on whatever you're doing. Every single day, you have to think about how you can move your business forward. Every single day, you have to take the next step. And it might not be a lot, because at first you're not going to make any money at all, because it won't start off with making $100. It will start off with making $0, okay? So you really have to think about how you can actually move your business forward. Like, focus on what can be the next step that is going to make you the money. And don't focus about making the money today or tomorrow. Focus on the next step that will give you a sustainable business, because I see so many people trying to find some websites that will make them a bit of money, trying to find some apps that will make them a little bit of money, but that's not the focus on this. If you want to make $100,000 a year, it's not going to be just by trying to find the loopholes where you can get some money. It's going to be trying to find the next step that will bring you closer to that. So for me, I am building my audience, because if I'm not building my audience, nobody will buy anything from me. And that's what you should be thinking about as well. If you don't think about building your audience or growing something, then nobody will buy from you. Even if you have the best product in the world, nobody will buy if nobody knows about it. So you really have to think about what your next step is. And like, my next step is not the same as Jeff Bezos's next step, or your next step is probably not the same as mine. It doesn't matter where you are. You always have to think about what is going to be your next step. And every day you have to think about that and actually get that next step done. Because if you just think about what your next step should be and then you never do it, then you won't get anywhere. But if you always think about, okay, this is what I need to do tomorrow, then you do it tomorrow, and and tomorrow you think about the step that you're going to take the next day, and so on, and you take that the next day, and you just move forward like that. If you start missing out, like, it won't happen. I'm filming this, it's December 2018, so if you're watching this in 2050, it will still work. But what I want to say, if you haven't started now, you're already late. Because if you're just like, this is the first time that you end up on a video about making money online, and then definitely watch my other videos. But if you're not, like, if this is the 50th video that you're watching and you haven't started but you actually want to start, then it's about time that you start, and you're already late, because every day that you don't do anything, it's one day that you won't have back and that you won't be able to make your money. So a lot of people just think about it, and then they watch someone else that started at the same time as them, and they're making millions every single month, because the difference is that they actually started and the other one didn't. So if you haven't started, it's about time that you start doing it. So watch my other videos if you haven't done that, or watch somebody else's video, it doesn't matter, but you just have to really start to get going. So then you have to ask yourself, what do you want and why do you want it? Because it's all fun and games, like making some money, but if you don't know why you want to make the money, like if you're comfortable in your life and you're like, yeah, it would be nice to have $1 million or $100,000 or $10,000 a month, but if you don't think about why you want it, then there's a good chance that it'll just fade off and you won't go through with it, and you won't work towards it every single day. You really have to find your purpose. Like, what do you want? Do you want to go somewhere, or retire your family, or be able to travel because you really want to go somewhere but you can't do that? It doesn't really matter what you want, but you have to really figure out why you want it, and then ask yourself why you want it, and why you want that, and why, until it gets really deep, because that will give you the reason to get going. Even days that you don't want to make videos, even days where you don't want to work, because if you base yourself on feelings, it just won't happen. Some of the time I don't want to make these videos, like, I get up in the morning, I'm like, I really don't want to do it. And obviously after a while it really gets fun to me, like I'm really enjoying doing this. But when I get up in the morning, a lot of times I don't want to do it. So you just have to get through with it. Don't base yourself on feelings, because I decided that I was going to make videos every single day, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm not just going to let the feelings that, oh, I just want to rest today, get to me. I want to make videos every single day, and I'm going to do this. So you really have to do that. And then the next thing is, you want to do one thing until it works. Like, I've done this before. I've made some apps, I've made some money with that. I did Shopify stores, I made some money with that. I started so many different things. But if you do that all the time, then it won't work. Like, you won't get any money from anything. So you really have to choose one thing and just stick to it, because if you think about 3 months later and you're still not making money, then you're going to move on to the next thing and the next one and the next one, you're never going to make any proper money, because none of the real things that you really need or that you like are really worth it are going to be easy and are going to be quick. So if you're not making money within the first 3 months, then probably stick to it. And if you're still not making money after 6 months, then stick to it. And it doesn't matter, you just have to stick to it, figure out what you're doing wrong, and then improve on yourself, but still stick to what you're actually doing and have a proven method. If people are making money the way you're trying to make money, then it's absolutely possible. So you don't want to find any excuses either, because so many people have excuses. I don't have this much money. I have 3 kids that I have to look after. I I'm not at home all the time. I have a full-time job that takes up a lot of my time. I have this, I have that. And all of these are just excuses, because if you really want to have something, if you really want to do something, then you can absolutely do it. Think about it. If you have kids right now and you have a full-time job, before you had kids, you probably couldn't look after, like you would think that you didn't have any time to look after your kids, but you found some time because you didn't have the choice. And you have to think about it the same way. You don't have a choice to do it. The only thing that you have to do is work towards it every single day, and just don't find any excuses. The only solution is you. Like, nobody is going to find the way to do it apart from you. I'm there to help you, but if you don't do the work, you're not going to do anything. So if you really want to get into the practical side of things, I have a ton of videos about this. So this video was just about really making a decision, focusing, moving towards every single day, moving towards your goals. But if you really want to make like the real technical things, just watch my other videos, because I've got plenty of ways to do this, and I always talk about this. This is what this channel is about. So if you want to make money online and passive income, make sure that you do subscribe. Also hit that notification bell, because that was my video for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit that like, leave me a comment. I always enjoy your feedback. Some of you are commenting all the time. I really appreciate that. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.